Hey you guys, today we'll be looking at the Data Dark Riku fight from Kingdom Hearts 3. I guess technically this would be the Data Dark Riku Replica, but for this video I'll just call him Dark Riku. This fight is one of the more insane fights of the Data battles, and while I will try my best to show off all of the attacks and animations, I'm sure I will miss something. If I do, let me know down in the comments below. The first attack we will look at has Dark Riku forming a corridor of mines that seek to limit Sora's area of movement. He will always summon these dark mines the same way, with a raised hand that has orbs of darkness circle around it. When the orbs meet his hand, there is a flash of light as Dark Riku jumps backwards. An orb of darkness expands where the cast was at while the mines appear. This actually seems to be a recolored version of the blizzard effect. The mines created have a dark flame in the middle, as well as a circle of smaller flames around the center. Since Dark Riku does not have a dark fire attack, I wonder if the fire on these mines was a way to subtly nod to it. The last thing I want to note about these mines that I've talked about way too long now is that I think that these are actually a nod to the mind commands from Birth by Sleep. The mines in Birth by Sleep had three variations: a line, a circle, and seeking mines. These are actually all present, though the seeking mines are only in the Data Ansem fight. Now, let's actually get back to the attack we were talking about. After summoning these mines, Dark Riku will jump into the air, flipping a Soul Eater beside him as he teleports. When he reappears, he will dive down to the ground and use his free hand to send chakras forward. As you block these, you will see Dark Riku running towards you a bit before teleporting and moving on to the next attack. While he is running towards you, he is open to attack. If you do not trigger the mines, they will glow with a red bubble around the center before exploding. You can actually guard against the mines. Anyways, alongside this corridor of mines, Dark Riku can also spawn this ring of mines around you and this other formation of mines. These are spawned around your position, so it's possible to jump into the air and have the mines spawn up high. With the ring of mines, Dark Riku will do one of two attacks. For one of them, he will teleport close to you and slash at you before casting a barrier, before teleporting and doing a 3-hit combo, ending with 2 shockwave attacks. The second is a downward strike attack. This is actually a nod to his Dark Break attack or the end of his Dark Aura attack. This shoots up lightning as a shockwave pushes out. This strike attack will always spawn red pillars up from the ground. During the combo, Dark Riku will be open after he teleports after his barrier. If you are in the air during parts of his combo, he will cut the combo short and do his downward strike. The other variation of mines has Dark Riku shooting an energy slice at you before spawning a pool of darkness below you and shooting another energy slice. The next attack we'll look at is a combo that has a couple variations to it. The first variation is a strike followed by a barrier guard. If you don't strike the guard, he will follow up with another strike, followed by a strike and a shockwave spawned from his free hand. This is a nod to this attack from Kingdom Hearts 1. The follow-up attack is an unblockable energy slice. This is another attack from Kingdom Hearts 1. Dark Riku then does his slice and chakra attack twice before jumping back and forming a barrier. He'll slowly strafe for a second before moving on to another attack. The other variations of this attack skip the opening barrier or the ending one. I'll show those on screen right now. He will usually be open at the end of this attack. Another combo attack Dark Riku can do opens with the energy slice followed by a lunge and barrier. He'll teleport before doing a strike and shockwave combo before teleporting and casting a barrier. Dark Riku will do one more strike before teleporting and doing a downward strike attack. Dark Riku is open during the very beginning of this attack. While it is not always the case, it will usually trigger after his shield bait attack. The shield bait attack is a series of barriers as Riku teleports and dashes around you. He'll do one barrier before teleporting and doing another barrier followed up by a slash and another barrier before jumping back and casting one last barrier. If you end up striking his barrier, he will counterattack by pushing the barrier outwards and throwing you into the air. He'll then follow this up with his downward strike attack. Also, there are a number of ways to punish the shield counterattack. You can counter his downward strike attack after triggering the counterattack, or you can dodge the counterattack and hit him when he is open. Another attack Dark Riku can do is a combination between his Dark Pool and his combo. He'll start by sending a pool of darkness to home in on you. The same orbs of darkness will circle around Dark Riku's hand just like when he summons the mines. A set of unblockable claws will shoot up out of the pool after a bit and launch you into the air. This can be dispelled by a cast of water actually. Dark Riku will follow up with a shockwave before teleporting closer to do a single strike. He'll then do a strike and shockwave combo before doing a lunge and ending the attack with his downward strike attack. This last attack will spawn the red pillars of energy that shoot up from the ground. If you counterattack during his lunge, which is right before the downward strike, you will have an opening. This is usually when the dark claws from the pool come out to strike you though, so dispel those if you are going for the counterattack. Dark Riku also has a kind of air combo attack. A pool of darkness is spawned beneath you before Dark Riku jumps into the air and does his multi-shockwave attack. As this gets closer, Dark Riku will teleport and fly towards you with a quick 3-hit combo, with the last having a dark effect on the slash. He'll then teleport and do a 5-hit combo, ending with the last hit being an unblockable one. This is actually similar to Riku's normal air combo finisher in Kingdom Hearts 3. Dodging this last strike will create an opening. Dark Riku's ultimate attack is pretty much a combination of dark auras and dive attacks. Darkness covers the ground below him as he rises into the air. A pillar of darkness shoots upwards as Dark Riku teleports to the center. He'll do his downward strike attack in the center, but this time shockwaves will shoot out in all directions. Throughout the whole attack, Dark Riku will glow with an aura. After this shockwave, Dark Riku will teleport and dash towards you 3 times before doing a downward strike that spawns the red pillars in the corridor of mines. He'll do this 3 times in a row before spawning a circle of mines around you and doing a diving strike. He'll then teleport back to the center, spawning another ring of mines before doing a shockwave attack again. He'll then do another diving strike after this, followed up by his dark aura attack. This time though, he dashes at you 5 times before doing another diving strike. This one spawns a ton of the red pillars all over the arena. There are actually 2 openings during this attack. The first is after his second shockwave attack in the center of the arena. The other is after the end of the attack when he is slowly strafing. After this ultimate attack, Dark Riku will add on a couple of new attacks to his already insane list of moves. The first is this mine variation we talked about earlier. It's actually interesting how this attack forces you to move to the left or right, limiting your movement forward and in the air with the placement of the mines. The second attack is a dash attack. Riku will jump backwards with a barrier before shooting an energy slice at you. As you are dodging this, he will dash at you multiple times. Guarding any of these dashes will break your guard, and Dark Riku will bounce backwards and spin. Wrist dodging will create an opening. The last attack is another air combo attack. Dark Riku will spawn a pool of darkness below you before summoning a ring of mines. He will then do a strong 2-hit combo before landing back on the ground. As he drops, he'll be open. Finally, Dark Riku has a line for when you win and when you lose. I'll play them right here.
One more! I thought you were stronger than that.
And that is all I have for you guys today. Thank you for your patience with this data battle series. I was really overwhelmed by Dark Riku, and it was hard to find the time to really look into this fight. I think now that I've finished with him, it'll be a little bit easier to tackle the rest of them. Anyways, thank you to my patrons who support me. Their names will be on screen right now. If you want to see my breakdowns early, or schedule the breakdowns I want to do for each month, head over to my Patreon. There'll be a link down below. If you enjoyed this video, click the cards on screen to see some other data battle breakdowns. Subscribe or share this, and I will see you in the next video.